p.m. Time to officially start the stream. Welcome everybody. We've already got 3 people watching on Twitch. Hi, I'm Keith. But I think all of you know that already. The 3 of you that are on Twitch. I see Mr. Fox Guy is here. Thanks for coming. Who else is watching? Let's see if the CloudBot posts the link in the chat to the donation. I don't see it. It's supposed to do it every 5 minutes, and we've been streaming for definitely more than 5 minutes at this point. Almost 10 minutes. But we'll see what happens. If you all are watching on Twitch on your desktop, scroll down and you'll see in the description at the bottom I've added a merchandise store. Streamlabs offers a new merchandise service. I don't know that I don't know how much I want to promote it though. The profit margins on these things are very low. The prices are really high, and we only get a really small amount of money. And if people have money to spend, I'd rather them just send money. So with the tiny number of people we get in here every show, I don't know that it's going to be worth bothering. Although, at least on screen, the merchandise looks great. I don't know how pretty or what quality the stuff will be. Can everybody hear me? Yeah, let me know. Let me know that everybody's seeing and hearing me. According to what I'm seeing, everything should be working. Mr. Fox Guy says, yes, I can hear you and see you. Good. Good. Yeah, everything should be fine. I was about to say, it seems like I was just streaming. That was yesterday. That was, 22 hours ago? Yeah. So yeah, I really was just streaming. It's rare for me to stream every day. It was some fun reshowing the Spin documentary and showing the Little Rascals film there. It wasn't very productive though. I didn't raise a whole lot of money. Raised only $50. Mr. Fox I donated 30 and I donated 20. So really I only raised $30. The Seattle Online Broadcasters Association fundraising stream for the Bail Project is still going on, by the way. Captain Zemo is hosting right now. Who else came in? Someone else joined us on Facebook. Someone's watching us on Facebook. Say hello, whoever you are. And it looks like they left. Okay. Came in briefly and left. I know Mr. Fox Guy is watching. Who else is here? Say hello. Let me know. Let me know that you're here. I reinstalled Windows. I put in a SSD drive on this computer and reinstalled Windows from scratch because I wasn't able to clone the hard drive. I tried and it just wasn't working. And reinstalling Windows went super quick. The computer's running faster now. It's booting super fast. And I've set everything up properly, I think. Mr. Fox says at least Windows 10 installs easy. Yeah, but it's basically shareware now. It has advertisements all over it. It's constantly poking you to download stuff and upgrade stuff, and which is aggravating. I've tried over the years to install various Linux distributions, and they never work. People always say that, these new Linux distributions with the graphical user interfaces, they install great, they don't crash. My experience, and this is with all Linux distributions I've ever tried to install, not only do they crash during the install. Now, I would get away from Windows if I could. All of the software I use requires Windows. Um, who else is here? Let me know. I see Mr. Fox Guy. I started watching your movie last night. What was the movie? Um, I saw the Superman cartoon, and I started watching. No, I don't think I started the movie. I don't think the movie started by the time I left. You were showing trailers and stuff. Mr. Fox Guy, Bloody Pit of Horror. Okay, it was a bloody week for our movies this week. Finding a reliable Linux distro is like panning for gold. Except with panning for gold, you get some gold. Yeah, we've got 3 people watching on Twitch. I want to know who they are. Yeah, it's after 7. That means I usually goof around for at least 20 minutes. Sometimes I show a short film or a cartoon. I didn't pick anything for short films or cartoons this time. I downloaded a copy of Bucket of Blood, the 1959 Roger Corman film starring Dick Miller, which is the film they were making when they decided to shoot Little Shop of Horrors. They shot Bucket of Blood in like 5 days, 3 days, 5 days, something like that. And then they had 2 more days with the sets, so Corman decided to shoot a whole other movie, which was Little Shop of Horrors. I did not watch the download. I watched the first few minutes and I watched the final scene. And it's written by the same guy who wrote the Little Shop of Horrors script. So it was familiar. It seemed really familiar. So yeah, we'll start it before too long. Wait for some more people to come in. It's 8 minutes after the hour at this point. What are you going to be showing? What are you going to be showing this coming week, Mr. Fox Guy? You stream on Friday nights, right? Have you decided what you're showing this week? He says he's been looking forward to this all week. Yeah, we've talked about it a number of times. I hope some more people come in. Attendance has been spotty the last few things. Death Machines on Wednesday, not sure Friday, since it's my stream anniversary. 1 year. Death Machines. You were trying to tell me about Death Machines before, and I was thinking of some other movie. Well, anyway, why don't you? I'll be doing the Tuesday Night Live, our Tuesday Night Live stream on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific. Why don't you join me for that stream? We can both be on camera and we can experiment with how to get both of our faces on screen would be appropriate. Yeah, I'll try to get Captain Slinky to join us as well. I think Captain Slinky is streaming right now. Okay, we got 2 more people joining us on Twitch. Say hello, everybody. Mr. Fox Guy says, "Get me the 411 and I'll be there." All right, I will certainly do that. I used last night during the fundraising stream. I used Discord to connect Captain Zemo with me by audio, and it was problematic. We've done that before, and it wasn't nearly so troublesome. We had problems for some reason. This new install of Windows 10 may have been interfering. It might not be set up quite right. There's the Streamlabs donation showing up in the Twitch chat. It shows up on my left. To the rest of you, it may be, I don't know, might be below. And the donation goal for tonight is $100. It really is vital that we get donations. It really is vital that we reach those $100 every time we stream. The last few weeks, the donations have been really sparse. In fact, they haven't been coming in at all. Attendance has been slow too. Who else is watching? Mr. Fox Guy is chatting with me. We got other people watching. Mr. Fox Guy says scarecrow moments when trying to figure out where stuff is on Twitch. Scarecrow moments? Oh, you mean no brain? Yeah. Well, for everybody, it might be a little bit different. You know, everyone can customize their own Twitch website. I'm wearing my Elvira shirt, by the way. Wizard of Oz pointing. Oh, yeah, the way I was doing the... Yeah, okay. I see what you mean. Okay. All right, who else is watching? Seriously, say hello, everybody. People aren't talkative tonight. Let me see if I open. Can I look at who? Can I look at a list of who's on the thing? I have to open the. Oh, I opened the wrong one. Can I look at a list of who's on? No, I have to open the website for that. Yeah, I'll figure out who's here. Margie says I'm here and trying to donate. Are you watching on your cell phone or on your desktop? Margie says I'm here and trying to donate. Okay, that was my voice. And I'm seeing Otten, Happy Goth Art, Margie, Miranda Stokes, and some other thing that I think are bots. But Happy Goth Art is apparently here, and so is Margie. Welcome, everybody. Margie, are you watching on your desktop machine or on your phone? Because I realized only just like 2 weeks ago that people who were watching on the Twitch app on their cell phone couldn't see the donation links at all, which was a real surprise to me. Okay. She says she's at work. Don't tell anybody. Oops, I read it out loud. Cell phone. Yeah, the cell phone is going to be problematic. Look at, I have a bot that posts the link in the chat now. So every 5 minutes, a link to the donation thing. So scroll up on the chat and see if you can see the donation link, and let me know if that works. Because people were trying it out for me before, and they were saying the links weren't working at all. Which is frustrating because I don't get it. It's working for me. In fact, I'll click on it and see. Yeah, it works for me. How are you, Margie? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Margie met us when she started coming to the weekly movies at the studio space in Renton. She became a regular real quick. We're always happy to see Margie. Okay, we've got 5 people watching who are not chatty tonight, but we're gonna watch A Bucket of Blood, the 1959 Roger Corman picture, which I have not seen. It was written by the same guy who wrote the Little Shop of Horrors, and it's the movie that they were shooting when Corman decided to also shoot Little Shop of Horrors. There's the Streamlabs donation link showing up in the chat. Oops, we're down to 3 people. Yeah, alright. We'll get started here soon. I need to figure out how to see the names of the people who are in chat. Let's see. No, I don't know if I can do that with this particular thing. Let's see, tools, OBS tools. Scene collection, view, toolbars, docs. There we go, docs. Stream information. Miranda says, I'm here. Well, that's good. No, that's not the tool I wanted. Mr. Fox Guy says hello to Miranda. Thanks for joining us, Miranda. We're finally going to see Bucket of Blood tonight. Miranda, didn't you try clicking on the donation link in the chat last time and it wasn't working for you? Are you on your cell phone as usual? Try clicking on the donation link in the chat and let me know if it works for you. Because I'm clicking on it again, and yeah, it's working for me. It's going straight to the site. Okay, it's 16 minutes after the hour. Miranda says I'm pretty excited, and she says hello to Mr. Fox Guy. Margie is here, Miranda. She says she's watching on her cell phone too. She says she was trying to figure out how to donate. That may be, yeah, on the cell phones it might be a dead end. We might have to come up with some other way of doing it. And I also added on the desktop Twitch view, you can scroll down and see a new merchandise store that I added, but again on the cell phones I don't think you can see it at all. See, it still doesn't work, but yet again it might be because I'm at the bar. I don't know. I don't know if that's a problem. If you're able to watch the stream, your connection should be plenty strong enough to open a link to a website. If it's the quality of the connection you're worried about, then I don't think that would be a problem. Yeah, because if you could watch a video stream, then certainly you should be able to open a link. Miranda says hello to Margie. Margie might not be in the chat anymore. She might be struggling with her cell phone. Yeah, we hadn't seen Margie in a while. It's nice to see her. We're gonna get the movie started here. The movie is only an hour and 5 minutes. It's not long at all, and it's not even 20 minutes after the hour yet. So we'll chat a little bit more. What's everybody been up to? Well, there's only 3 people watching. I actually don't know who. Okay, Miranda's here. Mr. Fox Guy is here. Margie was here. So who else is watching? Anyway, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna do a live. Excuse me, a Tuesday night live on Tuesday. And Miranda says me and Margie have a coffee date anyway. Well, that's nice. Mr. Fox Guy says he's editing the movies for next month most of the day. You're actually... Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to splice together all those trailers, don't you? And all those intermission films. Margie says, I'm here, but it got busy. Okay. Mr. Fox Guy says, yep, I really enjoy that part. That's one thing that I've actually avoided doing. I've actually managed to really avoid editing these films because I know how long it will take, and I don't want to spend that much time on these things. I have plenty of other editing of my own videos to do. And there's the Streamlabs donation link again. I may have to let me add a link to the store. I'll type in a link to the store in the chat and see if that works for you, Miranda. Let's let's see, Streamlabs, how do I... Okay, I think this is it. Yeah. Okay, I'm about to paste in the link to the merchandise store. Click on that and see if that opens up for you. If it does, I would be kind of stumped about what the problem might be. But let me know what happens. What was I saying before? I've been I'm working on a video for the MerchLink Works. Okay, now see, that makes things even more of a mystery. Because the merchandise link leads to the Streamlabs site, um, just like the payment thing does. Okay, Mr. Fox Guy says, my goal is to recreate as best I can the theater and driving experience. Not sure if I am, but just trying to entertain. No, it works. Yeah, I totally get it. If you want to duplicate the true old school cinema drive-in experience, you need to splice some of the movie reels together in the wrong order. And you need to have a film break at some point. I actually saw at the tiny little one-screen cinema in the town where I grew up in East Texas. I actually saw what was it? It was Darby O'Gill and the Little People. I saw it at that cinema, and the movie ended, and I was thinking, wow, that was really short. And then after you know how the Disney movies in the 70s always ended? It just said the end, and then the music swelled, and then the movie just cut off. Well, immediately after the end thing, the movie started going again with scenes we hadn't seen, and I was like, oh, they put reel 3 after reel 4. Cherry Round says, g'day. Cherry Round came in from Florida. Miranda says it's probably a problem on my end. I don't know what the problem could be. If you can click on the merchandise store and it takes you directly to the Streamlabs site, but it doesn't open for the payment site because it's the same location. I don't get it. There may be some setting on the browser on your phone there may be something on the payment site that's causing your phone to block it. Are you getting an error that says it's blocked, or that says it's a dangerous site or something? Yeah, any information that you can give us would help. Carissa donated $5. Carissa, thank you. So Carissa is here. Carissa, Happy Goth Art is here. Are you drawing right now, Carissa? Are you working on that painting? I saw some of that painting you were working on. She was working on a canvas full of multicolored flowers. Happy Goth Art, she says, packing for an event. I don't know what that means. Happy Goth Art explains it all. Okay. So thank you for coming in, Cherry Round. I'm glad I waited a little bit. But anyway, yeah, I saw Darby O'Gill and the Little People at the tiny little one-screen cinema at the town I grew up in. And they got the reels in the wrong order. The movie ended halfway through, and then it kept going after that. It's the only time I've ever seen that happen at a cinema. I've seen films break plenty of times. The first time I saw Aliens, the 1986 film, if you can believe it, the film broke. The film actually broke. This was 1986. This wasn't like a rickety old cinema from the 1910 or whatever. This was at a mall. Cherry Round says, I'm intrigued by this bucket of blood. Have you ever typed that sentence before? I don't think. Happy Goth Art says, me also. Happy Goth Art says, I am excited. Well, I'm glad you're all here. There are more people chatting than are showing up on the thing. Cherry Round says, whose bucket of blood is it and whose blood is in the bucket? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there will be a literal bucket of blood in the thing. Because reading the synopsis of the film, it doesn't sound especially bloody. 2020 has been the year of saying or typing phrases I never thought I would, says Mr. Fox Guy. Happy Goth Art says, hey, Mr. Fox Guy, how are you? All right. Let's see. It's 7:25, so I'm going to go ahead and get the film started. Like I was saying, it's only an hour and 5 minutes long. And here it is. Cherry Round says, so is this like Citizen Kane when there was no Kane? I'm not sure I understand what that means. Cherry Round explains that it's the other movie made with the Little Shop of Horrors, the original. Yeah, this is, every time I played Little Shop of Horrors, I've explained how Roger Corman shot Little Shop of Horrors in 2 days on a set that they had rented to shoot another film, and they had 2 days left on the set. So he decided to shoot another film in 2 days, and that was Little Shop of Horrors. Well, the film that they were shooting during the previous week was A Bucket of Blood. And the script was written by the same writer, the same screenwriter as Little Shop of Horrors. And I watched the first few minutes and I watched the final scene. And just with those snippets of the film, it sounded like the same writer. So we'll see. Is everybody ready? Can everybody hear everything? Because I'm about to press play. Ready, says Mr. Fox Guy. I'm on the edge of my seat, says Cherry Round. That's what I like to hear. Okay, here we go. Does the sound good? Can everybody hear?
I will talk to you of art, for there is nothing else to talk about. For there is nothing else. Life is an obscure hobo bumming a ride on the omnibus of art. Burn gas buggies and whip your sour cream of circumstance and hope. And go ahead and sleep your bloody heads off. Creation is. All else is not. What is not creation is graham crackers. Let it all crumble to feed the creator. The artist is. All others are not. A canvas is a canvas, or a painting. A rock is a rock, or a statue. A sound is a sound, or is music. A creature is a creature, or an artist.
Charles B. Griffith. Did you notice the name Bert Convy in the credits?
John, Joe, Jake, Jim, Jerk, dead. They were not born. Before they were born, they were not born. Where are Leonardo, Rembrandt, Ludwig? Alive, alive, alive. They were born. Bring on the multitude with a multitude of fishes. Feed them to the fishes for liver oil, to nourish the artist. Stretch their skins upon an easel to give him canvas. Crush their bones into a paste that he might mold them. Let them die. And by their miserable deaths become the clay within his hands, that he might form an ashtray or an ark. For all that is comes through the eye of the artist. The rest are blind fish swimming in the cave of aloneness. Swim on, you maudlin, muddling, maddened fools. Dream that one bright and sunny night, some artist will bait a hook.
Oh, Margie donated $40. Thank you, Margie. Much appreciated.
Fight hard and die. In his stomach, you are very close to immortality.
Yes, the Bert Convy. And you notice the saxophone guy got a credit.
I was looking at Carla's picture.
Why, I pay you to look at pictures? Come on, get to work.
I was just looking.
There are empty cups all over the place. Clear them out.
Oh, the beatnik boss guy.
Shouldn't be so rough on him, Leonard.
Happy Gothard says, I don't think I've seen a waiter move that slowly. There's Bert Convy, yeah. Wow, look how young. And what's this guy's name? The guy in the hat. Mr. Fox says this guy is spamming emotes without the emotes. Yeah. Dead.
Yes, man. How you making?
Fine, man. How about you? In enough.
I'm glad I made the choice not to watch this.
Valdez, Vice.
Yeah, LaCroix checking in. Lou took over a couple of minutes ago.
Anything new at the door?
Well, nothing you can pound nails in. A couple of hustlers. One of them short, fat, brunette, named Skinny. The other one was short also.
She was bleached and skinny.
Name of Fat.
Probably didn't get it.
They didn't give any pictures, though. Guess you can keep an eye on them.
Okay. Any hits?
Well, Jerry Sachs looked like he was straight. I'm sure he's on it anyway. Didn't see any pushers around the place. Lou said he'd check out on Jerry. He'll sound him out later if he gets any higher.
I guess that's about it.
Okay, Art. Go on home and get a good night's sleep, you think.
Okay.
Oh, this guy's a cop. You can tell Corman spent more time on this already.
Everyone listen to my new poem. Do you think they really heard it?
I heard it, Mr. Brock.
Thank you, Walter. I'm sure you did.
Bring on the multitude with a multitude of fishes. Feed them to the fishes for liver oil to nourish the artist.
That was word for word.
Is it? I've forgotten.
You mean you don't remember your own poem?
I refuse to say anything twice. Repetition is death. Oh, got it. When you repeat something, you are reliving a moment, wasting it, severing it from the other end of your life. I believe only in new impressions, new stimuli, new life.
I thought you believed that life is an obscure hobo bumming a ride on a...
I do believe that, Walter, but I also believe creative living. To be uncreative, you might as well be in your grave or in the army.
They tried to draft me once. I couldn't pass the test.
Walter, Leonard's looking at you.
Leonard's looking at you.
He's just about gone.
Walter has a clear mind. One day something will enter it, feel lonely, and leave again.
Look, this guy's wearing a varsity
Yes,
jacket.
Yes.
He's obviously wearing it
Wanna know how
ironically.
picnics live. William and me will show you. We'll introduce you to some wild ones. You may even discover an artist of your own.
And how much is that going to cost us?
What cost? A couple of bucks. You want to meet some beatniks, don't you?
Oh, no, it's the artist. I'm just crazy about artists.
All that is comes through the eye of the artist. The rest are just blind fish swimming in a cave of aloneness.
Oh, you must be an artist. And working as a busboy, too.
Feed him that he will be satisfied. The artist is. All others are not.
That's most intriguing. Are you a painter?
Well, no, I work... I'm working on something that's not ready yet.
What is it, man? Finger painting? Draw me a picture of a house, Walter. Make some smoke coming out of the chimney.
I am working on something. I'll show you soon.
Walter?
That's Miss Fuschtwanger from Little Shop of Horrors. What? What? From the Silent Flower Observer Society? What do they call themselves? So Dick Miller is basically playing.
You get a good look, kid? Come on home.
He's basically playing Seymour Krelborn in this one. Well, thanks to, I'm glad Margie got the donation thing to work. Congratulations on that, Margie. And thank you for the donation. She got us almost halfway to the goal.
Hold on, Mrs. Swicker.
Oh, Walter, you look awful pale. What'd you have to eat tonight?
I had a salami sandwich, Mrs. Swicker.
Oh, if you were my son, why don't you let me fix you a nice bowl of soup? Won't take but a minute.
Oh, it's okay. I can fix myself something. Besides, I got something important to do.
Say, Walter, did you see anything of Frankie tonight when you went out?
I didn't see him at all.
Well, if you do, tell him I got a nice, fresh piece of halibut for him.
Tell him that? I mean, do you think he'll understand? He's only a cat.
Good night, Walter.
He's only a cat. I think Mrs. Krelborn has been typecast. This set must have been Seymour and his mom's house. Wow, just toss away the dirty can like that. I wish I had the guts to do that. Just toss piles of dirty garbage in the corners. Yeah, Cherry says, hey, I do my dishes the same way. Yeah, it's shot from a different angle, apparently. It's a big hunk of cheese, says Mr. Fox. Yeah. Oh, okay, he's gonna sculpt that, he's gonna sculpt that girl. I thought he was just stopping to take a look at his picture of a pretty girl, but no, he's gonna sculpt her.
Frankie?
Mr. Fox says, yep, that's how I interact with cheese.
This is a canvas or a painting?
Hashtag too accurate.
A rock is a rock or a statue. A sound is a sound or it's music.
We're not streaming on YouTube anymore, apparently. Or maybe the chat just lost,
Be a nose.
lost connection. Let's see.
Be a nose.
Yeah, we've been blocked on YouTube. Ow.
Frankie, shut up!
Finish up.
Oh, what's the matter, Frankie? How'd you get yourself stuck in a wall?
Is
Wait
he
a
stuck
minute,
in the
I'll
wall?
get you out.
Uh-oh. Throwing cans, throwing clay, yelling at guests. Oh! Oh!
Frankie? Frankie? You all right, Frankie?
Well, one problem solved, sister. Oh! It's already stuffed and mounted.
Oh, Frankie. I'm sorry. Poor Mrs. Swickard. She had a nice fresh piece of halibut for you.
Aww.
I'll give you to her in the morning. Repetition is death, Frankie.
Repetition is death. How is that relevant at this point? Eric is my Nemo came in and says Dick Miller is one of my favorite actors. Eric, are you the 1005 guy? Is it the same guy? Eric says that's me. Yeah, you can definitely tell that Corman spent more time on this film than he did on Little Shop. Just the lighting and photography alone. Mr. Fox guy says, I think that that clay has a few cat hairs in it now. I'm pretty sure. I think it's going to have more than cat hairs in it.
And by their miserable deaths become the clay within his hands, that he might form an ashtray or an ark. Pray that you might be his diadem, gold, glory, paint, clay, that he might take you in his magic hands and wring from your marrow wonders.
We're a John, Joe, Jim jerk.
Dead, dead, dead. He's taking this beatnik guy way too seriously.
Dead, dead, dead.
Yeah, dead, dead, dead. Mr. Fox guy says the poet is streaming, has his own streaming service directly on the guy's brain. Ah, Robert donated $5. Thank you. That got us to the halfway mark for tonight.
Walter, what are you doing here so early?
Well, I brought something. I think you'll like it.
Take that stuff to the laundromat, Walter.
Huh?
Don't mind him. What have you got?
It's a thing I made.
It's a thing I made. You left the knife in it.
You like it?
What's he got?
Oh, come look at this, Leonard.
Where'd you get that, auction?
I made it.
You made that?
I said I did, didn't I?
Walter, it's very good.
Honest?
Honest.
What's it called?
Dead cat?
Dead cat?
Dead
That's
cat.
its name?
Sure.
Well, it sure looks dead enough.
You want to buy it?
Buy it? That thing? Scare people out of the place.
Don't be silly. It's tremendous. Look at the detail. The anatomy's
Look
perfect.
at the detail.
Look at the expression on its face.
How come you put a knife into it?
I didn't mean to.
Just got carried away, huh?
Hmm.
Well, all right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it in the corner of the alcove. If it sells, we'll split 50-50, okay?
Sure. Does this mean I'm an artist?
Maybe so. You can do other things as well.
All that is comes through the eye of the artist.
Yeah, you're a real artist now. I go in back and scrub down those garbage cans. Mark Schnell.
Mark Schnell.
You really like it?
We like it. Now, go on.
Yeah, this type of role isn't right for Dick Miller, I have to say.
Did you see my cat?
What's the matter? You losing?
How do you like my cat? You make this thing, man?
Uh-huh. It's crazy. Crazy.
You want to buy it?
For me, man? I'm tapped.
He likes my cat.
Get to work.
Get to work. Mr. Fox guy says cats and cat lovers picketed this movie, right? They probably never even heard of this movie.
Come here a minute.
And here's the guy with the
Hey, congratulations, man.
with his high school
Walter, you're
jacket on.
famous.
I saw your cat.
Did you like it, Mr. Brock?
You may call me Maxwell.
Now, how'd you do it, Walter?
Oh, I just
You
took
may
some
call me
clay and fixed
Maxwell.
it up.
Attention. Attention, everyone.
Uh-oh.
As you pass through these yellow portals, I am sure you noticed on your right a small clay figure, and assumed this transfixed effigy to be the work of a master sculptor. And indeed, so it is. That master sculptor is in our midst. He is none other than Walter Paisley, our very own busboy, whose hands of genius have been carrying away the empty cups of your frustrations. Mark well this lad. His is the silent voice of creation. Within the dark, rich soil of humility, he blossoms as the hope of our nearly sterile century.
Beautiful, Maxwell.
Bring me an espresso, Walter.
Eric says, is that Mushnick? No. That's not Mel Wells.
You are in.
Oh, Walter, it was
Yes,
wonderful.
yes, the cat's cut. Yes. This is my man. Took of everything. Yes, yes. Listen, man, you got a pen? Huh? This is my man.
Man, this is hilarious. Bert Convy showing up
Making a
in
big
this.
scene for Walter.
Who'd he shoot?
He made a cat. Out of clay.
See you around.
Yeah, later.
Yeah, this guy is not obviously a cop at all. Dressed in a fur coat and a cowboy hat. Pretending to be a beatnik. No, not a cop at all.
Did you hear them, Mr. DeSantis? They all like my cat.
Yeah, very good. Now, look, Walter, you must be tired. Why don't you take the rest of the night off? Huh?
I don't
No, you got it coming. Besides, you're creating an incident. When people are applauding, they don't order coffee. So go on home and work on something. Make another cat.
Well, I haven't got another cat.
Well, just go to the movies. Please, Walter, go.
All
You know,
right,
this is
Mr.
the
DeSantis. Good night.
Good night.
this is the same plot and the same set of characters as Little Shop. Have you noticed?
Wait a minute.
Oh, hello, Naolia.
Walter, I dug it.
My cat?
It was the most wonderful, wildest, like, wiggiest thing I've ever seen.
Wiggiest?
Walter, you've done something to me.
Uh-oh.
Something deep down inside of my prana.
I have?
Oh, Walter, I want to be with you.
Oh, yikes.
You're creative. You've got a hot light bulb glowing inside of you, and I want to be warmed by it.
Gee, that's nice of you, Naolia.
Walter, take me away from here. Take me away to some cool blue place.
Take me away.
Gasp.
I can't. I gotta go home.
Oh, then I'll go home with you.
Oh, no, Mrs. Swickard wouldn't like that. She's my landlady.
Isn't there anything I can do for you?
I don't think so, Naolia.
Oh, Walter, I can't let you just split like this.
Yeah, even the
I've
music
gotta
is
do
from Little Shop.
something.
You're right, Eric.
I've got to contribute.
You don't have to do anything.
Wait. Wait, there is one thing I can do. One little thing. Don't leave, Walter. I want to give you something. Something that'll make you remember me.
She says don't leave. And she didn't even turn away. Uh-oh.
Put it in your pocket. Now go, Walter. Don't look back. Just go.
Was that her stash? Or was that her mom's ashes or something? What the hell was that? Magic beans, yeah, cherry round. The yellow door. This is the back of Mushnick's. Bert was gonna call somebody. Wonder what is Bert's deal? Walter doesn't know what that is either.
Can I have your autograph, Mr. Paisley? Why, certainly, my good woman. Everybody likes my cat.
Don't slip in that soup you threw across
my
the room
statue,
last
mister?
night.
$10,000? Okay.
Why did she give him a vial of MSG? Yeah, MSG.
See, I'll be famous.
Cherry round.
Then I can ask Carla, and she'll say yes. I know she will.
Yeah, what did she give him? What? I think I know who the next sculpture is going to be.
Hello, Walter.
Oh, hi. You're Lou, ain't you? I seen you down the yellow door plenty. Come on in. I was just making some pancakes. You can have some if you like. Did you see my cat?
Yeah, I saw your cat. I also saw that chick lay these on you.
Oh, that was Naolia. She's a nice girl. She's kind of strange, though. I guess she figures I get headaches or something.
Okay, Walter, who's your connection?
Connection?
Yeah, connection. Who do you score from? Where do you buy your horse?
Horse?
Horse, junk, white stuff, heroin.
Is that what that is? I never seen any of that before. I always thought that was expensive.
Yeah, Walter, that can be real expensive.
Gee, Well, wasn't that nice of Naolia to give me that expensive horse?
Walter.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Police officer.
Oh, you're like an undercover man.
You're under arrest, Walter.
Under arrest for what?
Possession of narcotics.
For me? What are you talking about?
Walter, I got you cold. Now you just come along quietly.
I didn't do nothing. And Naolia give me those. I didn't ask her for it. I didn't even know
Yeah,
it was
Bert
there.
overheard the whole
Calm down,
conversation.
Now let's go.
I ain't going no place with you.
Walter, do I have to point this at
Oh.
you?
You're gonna shoot me. No, don't shoot me.
Walter, just relax.
No, you're gonna shoot me.
Now, just relax.
No, don't shoot
Just
me.
shut up, Walter.
No, you're gonna shoot me. Don't shoot.
Oh. Oh, yikes. One chop.
Walter! Walter! Are you all right? I thought I heard you shouting a minute ago. Walter! What's all the noise in here?
Noise, Mrs. Swickett? What noise?
Don't tell me I didn't hear a racket. Are you sure you're all alone?
I'm always alone, Mrs. Swickett.
Walter, have you been talking to yourself again?
Well, I guess maybe I have, Mrs. Swickett. Somebody's got to.
Walter, you know, what you need is a girl. But she doesn't have to be pretty, just so long as she takes good care of you.
Well, I can take real good care of myself, Mrs. Swickett.
Yeah, I can see that. Look at this pad.
Whoa.
When did you ever clean it up? And when did you change these sheets last? It looked like they're alive.
I didn't expect that.
Mrs. Swickett, I gotta meet some friends in a little while, and I gotta take a shower.
Well,
you know,
why
so
don't you clean up
if you don't
this
mind.
stuff?
Oh, please,
What's the
Mrs.
matter?
Swickett.
So Eric is saying, has anyone mentioned that Dick has played many roles named Walter Paisley? I did not know that. Oh, there's our bucket of blood. Earlier, Mr. Fox guy said there are 3 options for Bert in this scene: win, lose, or draw.
I didn't mean to hurt you, Lou. But if you'd have shot me, you'd be mopping up my blood now. I can't help it if I got scared and hit you. I didn't mean it.
And Happy Gothard says, correction, it's a pot of blood.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. I didn't know you had it in you, Walter. How'd you do it? Well, I just took some clay and fixed it up. Go on
Yo.
and make something, Walter.
Oh, you can see the stream.
Make another cat.
Make another cat.
But I haven't got another cat.
If he chopped him in the
Well, they
skull
put him
like
in
that,
here
then
around
there'd be
midnight.
brains
Who had already
too,
been
wouldn't
gone
there?
over an hour. Nobody seems to know where he went. Why don't you put an alert out on him and I'll check on him from here. Okay, right.
Mr. Beatnik Boss changed his suit. Uh-oh. It didn't break. Oh, wait.
Little fraud.
Okay, so yeah, this is the same script as Little Shop of Horrors, just different names. See, the boss discovers what's going on, but he's obviously not going to tell anybody because it's bringing people in. It's the same script.
Age 29, 5 foot 11 inches tall, dark complexion, hair black and curly. Last seen wearing blue jeans and gray sweater.
Tim Evans was a murderer, all in his prison cell. And those who read about his crimes, they damned his soul to hell, saying, "Go down, you murderer, go down." For the murder of his own true wife and the killing of his own child, the jury found him guilty, and the hanging judge, he smiled.
And dig the fuzz.
Eric, this one did come first, yes.
Suppose they wanted. You, man, you.
And Cherry Round says this is the Edmund Fitzgerald tune, yeah.
Ain't you, Walter?
I'm sorry, Mr. DeSantis.
Oh, that's all right, Walter. Sit down. Sit down.
Oh, he's
Greetings, man.
strangely friendly.
I'm supposed to sit with the customers.
Wait.
Now, why shouldn't you sit at the table, Walter? After all, you're a big artist now. A true creator above mere mortals.
What's the big idea?
Idea? I was just telling Walter the truth. Man wanted to pay me $100 for the cat. In fact, he's taking it home to show to his wife. Proves that I underestimated Walter's ability. His work has enormous realism. You can hardly tell it from the real thing.
Boy, that sounds like a real put-down.
Get off Walter's back, Leonard.
Am I on his back?
You're not very funny.
I'm not trying to be. Walter, what are you going to make next? A dog, maybe. Or a bird. How about a few dozen cockroaches from your room?
Hey, man, why don't you make an elephant?
I got a new one.
Great. What is it?
It's a full-length, life-size figure.
Crazy. What is it called?
Murdered man.
When do we get to see it?
Oh, anytime.
Hey, that's a pretty far-out name for a statue.
I saw a statue once. It was called "The Third Time Phyllis Saw Me, She Exploded."
Well, what kind of a statue was that?
I don't know. It was made out of driftwood and dipped in fluoric acid. Very wild.
That's Griffith. That's the writer.
Nothing at all. It's the food in this dump.
Oh, man, you should try the Sorrel sewer. They got wheat germ bagels. Too much.
Excuse me, please.
I think he really is sick.
So who isn't?
Santos, I've been trying to get to you all evening.
Gotta make a call. Gotta call Lieutenant Valdez.
Listen, I was wrong about my wife. She wants that cat after all. Do you hear me? I'll give you that $100 for the cat.
I can't talk to you just now.
All right, then, $200.
No. No.
$300, and that's tops.
$300 for the cat?
I know I'm going out of my mind, but I've been collecting art pieces all over Europe for years. And this boy, Walter Paisley, has got it. I want to buy his first work, and to make very sure that I get it, I'll pay you $500. $500 for the cat, and the first look at his next stuff.
Someone has the cat just now, but I'll have him back in a few days. Then you can have it for the $500.
Oh, thank you, sir. I think I've made a
See,
bargain.
this is the same
Call me
script.
when you're ready. Good night.
Leonard! You feel better? Listen, I'm going over to Walter's later after the place closes to see Murdered Man. You feel up to coming along?
The rope was fixed around his neck and a washer behind his ear, and the prison bell was tolling, but Tim Evans didn't hear, saying, "Go down, you murderer, go down."
Uh-oh.
Look at the size of it.
Well, it's not really that big. I got it on kind of a stand.
Well, let's see it.
I'm a little nervous. I never did a person before.
You can do anything if you set your mind to it.
It's hot in here.
You want me to open a window?
Oh, come on, Walter. Take off the sheet.
Yeah.
Don't you like it?
Walter, it's a masterpiece. I've never seen anything like it before. And I hope I never see anything like it again.
Neither do I.
It's hideous, and it's eloquent. It expresses modern man and all his self-pity. How did you ever find that in yourself, Walter?
Well, it wasn't easy.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I've never seen anyone so squeamish. What's your opinion, Leonard?
Don't ask me.
Oh, come on. Now, even you must see its value. Do you think that you or I could have conceived of such a thing, much less executed it? Well, then admit it. It's a work of genius.
I admit it.
Then let's take it down to the yellow door.
No.
Why not?
I'll tell you. But you cover it up again, please, huh? Please. Thank you.
What is all this nonsense? Why do you want to hide it?
Well, I've been thinking. I didn't realize how much talent Walter actually had. It would be wrong to show his pieces one at a time. Dead wrong.
You're right. He should build a collection first.
Yes. That's the idea. Maybe when it's big enough, we can have a show.
A show?
Yes.
Just for me?
No! Well, not exactly. I mean, you take years and years. It's getting hot again. Well, it would take you years to make that many statues, but your work would be featured.
It's a wonderful idea, Walter. It's the only way to gain recognition. All the big art critics and art dealers will be there. It'll be an event.
Yes, then we can unload. We'd sell this stuff for a lot more.
The show? How soon can we go?
Well, don't rush things. It takes time. But first of all, you've got to stop making these horrible statues. Carla and I will guide you. Maybe you can turn to freeform.
Freeform?
Well, that's the movement today.
With his talent for realism?
But you can see the direction his realism takes. It's unhealthy.
But you said I was a genius. I don't want to be a busboy anymore.
Yes, maybe you got a point there. You shouldn't keep working at the yellow door. Look, I'm sure that man is going to buy your dead cat, so here's your fee in advance. $50. And if you need more, I've got it, so don't worry. I've got great faith in you, Walter.
Gee, $50 for something I made.
Now you're a professional.
Let's go.
Yeah, Mr. Fox says one day he'll be a bus man.
Good night,
yeah.
Walter. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, but don't rush things. You got all the time in the world. Come on, Carla.
And somehow
Good night.
it's a work of realistic genius, but somehow it doesn't look at all like Bert Convy.
You holler, Walter?
I'm an artist, Mrs. Swickett.
Oh, sure you are, Walter.
I am. Look. Good heavens.
Я цыган, сын полей полей, помню я безумной ночи. Песни, пляски, дивный звон гитар и любви пленительный угар. Лишь только хор цыганок запоет.
One of the greatest advances in modern poetry is the elimination of clarity. I am proud to say my poetry is only understood by that minority which is aware.
Aware of what? Why, not of anything, stupid, just aware.
Man, this place is beginning to feel like a lineup.
Yeah, baby. If it don't cool off pretty soon, I'm gonna haunt somebody else's joint.
We may have to start drinking.
Отзвучали песенки цыган.
Mr. Fox says, when does someone hit the musician over the head with his guitar and cover him with clay? Oh no. Oh no.
Good evening, Walter.
Good evening, Carla. Sylvia, didn't you see me wave my Zen stick?
Oh, it's Walter Paisley.
Bring me a cappuccino and a piece of papaya cheesecake. And a bottle of Yugoslavian white wine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Paisley.
Good evening, Walter.
Yes, sir,
Maxwell,
Mr. Paisley.
how have you been?
I see the rewards of achievement have come your way.
Well, after all, I'm a successful sculptor now.
Indeed.
Hey, man, dig Walter the Wigger.
It's coming out like you just cured cancer.
Let us make the scene.
Crazy.
I was just suggesting to Walter that he try his hand at freeform.
Why do you suggest anything to Walter? Are you the spokesman for society come to put your stifling finger in his eye?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, now
I'll have to
who
remember
invited
that
Beast
line.
down from the clouds?
To put your stifling finger in his eye.
Clear the table. Bring a bowl. I may be sick.
It's Alice the Awful. Comes to spread cheer and color.
Look at my suntan, everybody.
Do we have to?
Where have you been, Alice?
Oh no,
I went
I'm
up to
wrong.
Big Sur to look for Henry Miller.
You didn't find him, I hope.
No, he's in Europe.
Good.
The
Why is the busboy sitting here?
I'm not the busboy anymore.
That's right. Walter has become a sculptor.
Oh, really? I'm a model, you know. I only charge $25 an hour.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to do me?
Oh no.
I just might.
Never mind that. Walter's gonna try freeform.
There you go again. I may take my business to the Sorrel Sewer.
As a matter of fact, I was going to suggest to Walter that he try a female figure. As a change from the violent death theme. He really should, Walter. You know what? If you like, I'll be your model for free.
I couldn't. Not you.
Man, if you're gonna be an artist, you've gotta do nudes.
Right,
Okay, this
right,
guy that I
right.
said before was the writer. He was
Nobody an
the
artist.
Griffith, the writer. I was wrong. He's the dentist.
Will you get them out of here before we wind up in night court?
He's the sadistic
Let's
dentist.
change the subject. I'm sick of hearing about sculpture. Nobody knows how to do that anymore, much less the busboy from the Yellow Door.
Who do you think you're talking about?
Don't shout at me.
I don't like you.
Nobody asked for your opinion, Walter. You're just a simple little farm boy, and the rest of us are all sophisticated beatniks.
That's all, man. Let's split.
Yeah, man. I gotta make me some air.
See, you made them leave.
What did I do?
The first beneficial service of your benighted life. It proves we're all good for something.
Are you saying that this busboy is better than I?
Yes.
I think this whole bit about
Yes.
him being a sculptor is just a big put-on for my benefit.
That's not true. I am a sculptor.
Oh, yeah? Prove it. Make something out of this.
There. Hand.
That isn't a real hand. If you were a sculptor, you'd create something for me.
A harpoon would be very nice.
That was a good comeback.
Alice? You're obnoxious.
But he's such an idiot.
Oh, he's actually gonna hunt her down and murder her. Wow. Yeah, he's not conspicuous at all.
Yes. What are you doing here?
I wanted to apologize for being nasty to you this evening.
So you're apologize. Good night.
You're perfectly justified, Walter.
Listen, Twerp, why don't you get out of here and let me go to bed?
I didn't finish talking to you. I decided to make that female figure after all.
Oh?
And I'd like you to pose for it.
Remember what I said about my price?
$25 an hour.
If you want to pay it, I don't mind posing. When do you want to start work?
Tonight?
You mean right now? Wait till I get my sweater.
I mean, that suit and beret and the Yugoslavian wine, that must have cost him half of that $50 he had. or what, I don't know, 10 bucks? I don't know what prices for Yugoslavian white wine would have been in 1959.
Could use a little more heat around this place.
It's bad for the clay. You'll get used to it.
Well, I'm almost ready.
Here.
He got another batch of clay from somewhere. It must take a whole batch of that stuff to cover one human.
Kind of rickety. How's this pose?
Well, that's fine. It's very good. Just stay like that.
That doesn't look like very much clay.
Oh, it's enough. Put this around your neck.
Breakfast.
Watch it, the plate's hot.
Are these fertile eggs?
Are these eggs fertile? Naturally.
What'd you fry them in?
We ran out of the safflower seed oil, but I found a bottle of peanut oil on the shelf. Don't worry, it's not hydrogenated.
Is that the cold-pressed stuff or the junk Hilda bought by mistake?
Wait, are these all the beatniks from the Yellow Door hanging out in the same house together?
Hi.
Good morning, Walter.
Hi, Walter. What brings you here?
How's some breakfast, man? What are you having?
And soy and wheat germ pancakes, organic guava nectar, calcium lactate and tomato juice, and garbanzo omelets sprinkled with smoked yeast. Join us?
No, thanks. Sounds great, though. I brought something to show you. Could I have some of the guys help me?
Sprinkled with smoked yeast.
Better.
Calcium lactate. That's milk and eggs.
Orders.
With pancakes, isn't it?
Put it in the middle of the room.
When did you do this, Walter?
Last night. It doesn't take me very long.
I should say not.
Well, let's see it, man.
Walter, I can't believe it.
I'm honored to know this man.
Do you think it's nice?
Hey, she's beautiful.
Do you think it's nicer than Murdered Man?
Oh, I don't know, Walter. It's impossible to choose. They're both great.
Walter, I'm deeply moved. To show my appreciation, I'm going to give a party tonight at the Yellow Door, in your honor. And I shall compose a poem.
Eric just posted a popcorn emoji. Yeah.
Some more champagne, Your Majesty?
Yeah.
Where?
There. It's fine. Man, let's have another little kiss.
Walter, you're a lech.
Yeah.
Got a toilet plunger.
Here we go. All right. Walter. The bird that flies now pays later through the nose of ambidextrous apathy. Necrophiles may dance upon the placemats in an orgy of togetherness. The highway of life cuts sharply through the shady ghettos and the ivy-covered tombs, and laughter rings from every time capsule in the star-spangled firmament. And in the deep freeze, it is the children's hour, and no one knows that Duncan is murdered, and no one knows that Walter Paisley is born. Duncan knows, Tuesday Sunrise knows, alley cats and garbage cans and steaming pavements and you and I and the nude descending the staircase and all such things with souls. We know that Walter Paisley is born. Ring rubber bells, beat cotton gongs, strike silken cymbals, play leathern flutes, the cats and cans and you and I and all such things with souls. We shall hear Walter Paisley is born, and the souls become flesh. Walter Paisley is born.
Eric says, tell it. Mr. Foxhouse says he's unpacking his adjectives. Yeah.
Man, like that was the greatest gas I ever heard.
Crazy, what did he say?
Didn't you hear him?
No, man, I'm too far out.
What is that on his crown? A sledgehammer and a... What is that?
I feel so elegant.
Walter deserved every word of it.
Makes me so glad I'm aware.
Did you hear what he said?
Yes, Walter.
All about me. It's true, isn't it?
Every word.
Happy Gothard says probably hammer and chisel. Yeah.
Hold off on the bubbly.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, why?
You might talk too much.
Even
What
though he's
would I
working in
say?
clay.
Most anything, I expect.
Go
You
figure.
trying to ignore the rest of us?
Oh, not me, Maxwell. I wouldn't ignore you. I know what it is to be ignored.
Tell us what you're going to do next, Walter.
I'm gonna make the most wonderful, wildest, wickedest things you've ever seen. I'm gonna make big statues and little statues, tall statues and short statues. I'm gonna make statues of nobodies and statues of famous people, statues of actors and poets, and people who sell things on television.
He's gonna have to kill him.
And a statue of the mayor, and some opera singers and their intimate friends. And everybody will say, Walter, let me shake your hand. It's been a real pleasure to have known you.
The mayor. But Happy Gothard is right. It's a hammer and chisel.
Garbage cans, they know that Walter Paisley is born. Ring rubber bells, beat cotton gongs, strike silken cymbals, play leathern flutes.
He's still stuck on this charlatan poet.
Tell us what you're gonna do next, Walter. I'm gonna make big statues, little statues, movie stars and poets, and guys who sell things on television. And the mayor and some opera singers. What you're gonna do next, Walter? What am I gonna do next?
And here's Corman using the construction
gonna
site in the
do
junkyard for padding again.
I gotta do something before they forget. I know what it's like to be ignored.
Who are you? What do you want?
Life is an obscure hobo, bumming a ride on the omnibus of art.
Huh? What'd you say?
What is not creation is graham crackers. Let them all crumble to feed the creator.
Oh, beat it. You must be nuts.
Okay, so Walter Paisley overpowered this guy with one hand. This movie just got unrealistic.
Oh, Leonard. Beautiful morning, isn't it?
Was.
Measure twice, cut once.
What's that you got in the box?
Just wait till you see this.
Read about the man who got cut in half. Extra.
Read about the man who got cut in half. Convenient newspaper headline. Whoa!
What's the matter, Leonard?
You made a bust.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful? What's the matter, Leonard?
Put it down, Walter, please. Walter, listen to me carefully. I don't want you to make any more statues. Do you understand? No more statues.
Why not? I gotta make statues, Leonard. You heard Brock. They want me to make them. And if I stop making them, I'll just be a busboy again.
Brock, he's behind all of this with his stupid, bitter poetry. Listen, you've got to stop
Yeah.
him right away.
Yeah, it's all his
I'm
fault.
beginning to feel responsible.
Why? What did you do?
Never mind. Walter, I've decided to have that show for you right away. Yes. When Carla comes, we'll have her work up some nice invitations. We'll have them printed up. We'll invite the critics and the art collectors. We'll tell them.
Well, I don't see why we can't go.
Mr. Leonard DeSantis is afraid to have you come. You who buy his coffee that lure his tourists. You are the heart and soul and meat of the Yellow Door. He slighted you.
Did you get an invitation?
I did not, but I'm going anyway. Not to drink his champagne, but to see Walter's triumph. After that, we go no more.
Hi, Maxwell.
I won't say good luck, Walter.
Why not?
It would imply you could not succeed on your ability alone.
What?
You look so handsome.
I do. So do you. I mean, you look so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Are you ready?
Oh, we've got plenty of time.
I know, but I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, we can go now if you like. Bye.
Later, man, later.
Swing.
Man, why do you suppose Walter wants to get her alone?
Do you suppose he could be physically attracted to her?
No, man, he ain't the type. He don't get enough vitamin E.
Maxwell gave him a bottle of wheat germ oil once. Maybe he just started taking it.
Comedy.
What did you want to talk to me about, Walter?
Well, what kind of people do you like, Carla?
Oh, thinking people. Artistic people, I guess.
You think I'm artistic?
Of course I do.
That means you like me.
I like you very much, Walter.
I thought you did on account how you kissed me the other night.
Oh, that was for your sculptor of the girl, your nude in the chair.
Carla, I've been alone for a long time, and I know you've been alone, because you never seem to go out with anybody, even though Leonard's always asking you to go out with him, and I just...
What are you trying to say?
Carla is just now catching on.
Carla, I don't want to make statues anymore. I want to get married.
Whoa. Whoa.
How long have you been thinking about this, Walter?
Oh, for a long time. Ever since you first came to work at the club.
Really?
You were the only one who was ever nice to me.
That's a surprise.
I didn't know you loved me until you kissed me.
Oh. See, a girl can't...
Walter, I do like you.
Girl
and
can't
I did
win.
Kiss you. But that was because of your work. There's more to being in love with someone than just that.
You mean you don't love me?
I'm afraid that's what I mean.
But you gotta love me. Why do you think I made that statue of Alice?
Walter, I'm sorry, but
You just can't be sorry.
Statue of Alice.
I want to marry you.
Did he tell people that was
Now,
Alice
calm
before?
down, Walter, and let's go in there and then maybe when the show's over we can talk about it.
Well, I don't want to talk about it. I get it. I see the whole thing now. Nobody knows that Walter Paisley is born. Carla, will you do one favor for me?
Just about anything, Walter.
Would you let me make a statue of you?
Oh. Walter, no.
Would you really like to? That'd make me very happy.
Okay. Tonight. I'll make a statue of you tonight. Okay?
Come on.
Look at, I just noticed that severed head too, and that so-called Bert Convy thing. Those are store mannequin heads. You see their hair? Somehow Beatnik Boskai repaired the stabbed cat statue.
Walter?
No, thanks.
This could bring about a return to realism.
Yes, a one-man return. We have many artists about, but no craftsmen. This man knows his anatomy.
I'd give $1,500 for this.
After you read my review, it'll probably cost you $5,000.
Yeah, Happy Gothard is pointing out the beat
So
players
what's
wearing
the
sandals.
trouble?
Yeah.
Why should you be so depressed? Have you heard the things they're saying? You can make 25,000 on these pieces alone.
I thought you put money down.
I do, but 25,000?
Leave me alone.
Yeah, Mr. Beat Poet knows money when he sees it.
Out! Man, we have come to make this scene.
Want some cappuccino, man? We got the bread. We're not open for business. This is an art exhibit. No bubbles. Get out.
That art is above man.
And he's sober. Yeah, well, that's his problem.
All right, man, all right. We'll wait outside.
Yeah, you wait outside.
Whose paintings are those back there? Oh. Is that all it took? Just to wipe a little clay off?
Where you going, Carla? What's the matter?
Walter, there's a body inside that statue.
Well, that's Alice. It's all right, Carla. Maxwell says it's all right. Let them become clay in his hands that he might mold them.
Walter, you stay away from me.
Don't you see, Carla? I made them immortal. Don't you see? I can do the same for you.
Oh. Okay, this is going too fast.
Call Valdez. Have him send some cars. I'm going up the basement.
I'm going with you.
Hey, man, what is the score?
Walter Paisley's a murderer.
Ah, man, I saw him chasing Carla down the street.
Wow, see, yeah, this is going real fast here. Yeah, Mr. Foxcroft says, oh no, another Hard Day's Night moment. Yeah. Oh, she outsmarted him. Oh, maybe not. Whoa.
What was that? Nobody knows I'm here. No. They couldn't know. They're dead. How could they know?
Did you see him?
He's hiding around here someplace.
He can't hide just because we're in clay and he isn't.
Okay, so that was supposed to be Bert Convy.
Walter, go home.
He won't know where else to go.
Walter, go home.
Mr. Foxcroft says a lot of people praying for George Bailey. We're fully halfway to our $100 goal for tonight, by the way. Thank you again, Margie, for the $45 donation. Is Margie still with us? Who's still with us? Yeah, here we go, this time-killing chase to the junkyard again. guess what's going to happen?
Walter. We'll find him.
We'll have him soon, Lou.
We'll teach him he can't murder us and get away with it, won't we?
Cherry is asking, who am I supposed to be identifying with in this film? That's a good question. Roger Corman, maybe?
What you gonna do now, Walter?
He says I identify with the cat. Yeah.
I'll hide where they'll never find me.
I'll hide where they'll never find me. I wonder...
Paisley's wrong. He's gone crazy.
Paisley! Paisley, open
So what
up!
was this, 1 minute later?
Paisley!
I suppose he would have called it Hanging Man. His greatest work.
Cherry Ryan says, oh no! Okay, so this... Okay, there it was. Too soon, poet guy, says Mr. Fox guy. Alright, so this... Happy Gothard says, wow, this is awesome. Cherry Round says, the guy who was murdering people hung himself. And apparently he was supposed to be encased in clay. But the production was so cheap. That was the only part. I watched the first few minutes of the beat guy talking, and then the last scene that you just saw here. I saw those parts, so I knew that was going to happen. But it's the same script all the way through from Little Shop of Horrors. It's the same. The same group of characters with different names, the same progression. The inept nerd guy with the unscrupulous boss. The boss who quickly figures out what's going on but doesn't tell anybody. Mr. Fox guy says 2 days means you plagiarize from yourself. Yeah, and then it has the same ending. It's exactly the same ending. A room full of people staring and gasping. And then the hero, our nebbish hero, is dead. It's the same movie. Except Little Shop of Horrors got the casting better, and the script was tighter too. Yeah, this was definitely worth watching. I enjoyed this. Happy Gothard says a very different vibe though. Yeah, I guess in Eric says, but it's the first time Dick played Walter Paisley. You were saying that he played characters named Walter Paisley many times, and I guess this was the origin of it. This is something I'm unfamiliar with. Tell us about that. The vibe is different, Carissa. Yeah, the vibe is different, and not just because of the beat poetry. Seymour Krelborn is more sympathetic. Every one of the deaths that Seymour that Seymour instigates, you could argue that he was manipulated, that he wasn't. You could argue that he was not actually a murderer. But this guy, this Walter Paisley guy, no, he was a straight up murderer. Margie says, "Thank you, I enjoyed it, and you're right. I've seen both and didn't realize it was identical." Yeah, this is the same script. The movies were shot the same week, same writer, much of the same cast. Eric says at least half a dozen characters named Walter Paisley. That's interesting. Mr. Fox guy says a quick check on IMDb shows that he played a Walter Paisley at least 9 times. Wow. So all these filmmakers who hired him for these parts, they must have been riffing on this. I was not aware of that. Which movies? Does it... yeah, give us a list of the movies, Mr. Fox guy. Thank you everybody for watching, and if anyone has last-minute donations, please make them. We really do need to get to 100. I'm glad everybody came, and I'm glad everybody stayed. Everyone who's still here, please Please say hello and let me know. But I think, okay, we got Mr. Foxeye, we got Eric, we got Margie, we've got Carissa. That's 4 people. Hollywood Boulevard. Okay. Mr. Foxeye is telling us movie titles now. The Howling. Really? Go on. I'm waiting with bated breath. Yeah. We're waiting. I'm sitting here watching the chat. I'm waiting for the next one to come up. Twilight Zone the movie. What did he play in Twilight Zone the movie? Which one was he in? Chopping Mall. I've not seen Chopping Mall. Twilight Zone the movie I saw many times when I was a kid. What part did he play in that movie? I'm gonna need a refresher. What were the 4 stories in the Twilight Zone the movie? He was in the Good Life segment? He played Walter Paisley, obviously, Eric. It's a Good Life. What role did he play in It's a Good Life? Was he the dad or something? The dad in the trapped family in the house? I don't recall. I don't remember those characters. I don't remember who played those. The Adventures of Biffle and Schuster. Don't know that one. Okay, so these are mostly B movies. Schmoboat. What? Okay, so these are these are minor movies where the directors were making jokes. Hanukkah from 2019. Hanukkah 2019? No. Dick Miller died like 10 years ago. He didn't make a movie last year. Mr. Foxguy says, I know that must have been footage. Must have been reused footage. Anyway, here's a freeze frame from the film. The saxophone solo by Paul Horn. See, the saxophone guy got his own credit. There's Maxwell, the beat poet. His name was Maxwell, right? I liked the beat poetry. I do remember reading on Wikipedia, Dick Miller died in January 2019. Oh, only last year? No way. No, not just last year. Really? I thought he died like 10 years ago. No. He's giving me a link to the IMDb. I believe you. I'm just my mind is blown here. Anyway, that was a bucket of blood, and there was never actually a bucket of blood. There was he was 90. It says okay. There was a cooking pot full of Bert Convy. Yeah, there was no actual bucket of blood. I still can't get over the fact that Bert Convy was in this. That's funny. That's funny. Well, that was great fun. What are we gonna watch next Saturday? There was a third film that they shot after these two that was written by the same guy. Mr. Foxeye says Bert Convy's blood has the same draw as the real title, or a pot full of Bert Convy. A pot full of Bert Convy. That sounds like something Bert Convy would have agreed to do. A satire called A Pot Full of Bert Convy. I guarantee you he would have agreed to do that. It's not like he was getting any other work. Is Bert Convy still alive? What are we going to watch next Saturday? I'll think about it. I'll probably come up with something on Thursday. Bert died in '91. Yeah, I know he's been dead for quite some time. Bert died in '91. That was 30 years ago? Has he been dead for 30 years? Wow. So he never actually got old. Wow. This is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, so Bert Convy died 30 years ago, but Dick Miller died only 1 year ago. Yeah, it is crazy. I do remember reading on Wikipedia about this, that Dick Miller was unsatisfied with his movie, mostly because of the budget and because of the final scene. Because the final scene, he was supposed to be encased in clay. He was supposed to have made a statue out of himself in 1 minute. And it didn't look like that at all. It says Bert Convy was 57 when he died. Huh. Yeah, that's so he's about the same age as Dick Miller. If Dick Miller was 90 a year ago, yeah, 30 years. 57. That's only 2 years older than me right now. Wow. Okay. All right. There was, as I was saying, there was a third movie that they shot right after this one, written by the same guy again, about spies in Cuba. And I watched the first few minutes of it, and it wasn't particularly entertaining. There was a guy with this obviously fake, this big handlebar fake mustache, smoking cigarettes, pretending to have a Cuban accent. Maybe I'll have to watch that and see if it's worth showing. I'm glad I saw this. I enjoyed it all the way through it, and thank you everybody for watching it with me. Again, please make donations if you're planning to, because we need them. I'll be streaming again Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific. Mr. Fox Guy, if you could please join me. And Mr. Fox Guy says thanks for the stream. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, join me 4 p.m. Tuesday. Get in touch with me. We'll get in touch earlier in the day on Tuesday, and figure out how to get our faces on screen together. What we'll do is we'll experiment with it while we're live streaming and talking, and we'll make a stream out of that. He says it sounds good. Eric says yes, thanks a lot. Thank you everybody for coming. I'm gonna say good night. It's not even 9 o'clock. It's only 8:44. That was a short stream, but very much worth it. Thank you again, everybody, and good night. And we'll see you next week. Bye.